The one thing about hockey that is different than its colleagues on the sporting landscape is that the line between being a good team and a bad team is incredibly thin. That's because when upsets happen in baseball, or football, or basketball, it's usually the result of the underdog playing above their skill level and successfully executing on the playing surface, while the team being upset usually fails to execute at the skill level they are used to performing. There is an element of that in hockey as well, but the difference in hockey is that sometimes, it's not skill-based execution that makes the difference, but rather desire and hard work within the confines of the game. It's really the miracle on ice theory. The Russians were certainly the more skilled team. And they weren't awful against the Americans in the 1980 Olympic semifinal. They still scored 3 goals and still created a lot of chances. The difference was the Americans' commitment to their game plan, their system, and their unending desire to beat the best amateur team in the world. Sometimes wanting it more than your opponent is enough to generate a victory over a team that is, on paper, the better team. I know it's weird to say this, but on paper, the Flyers are the better team than the Pittsburgh Penguins, especially a Penguins team without Sidney Crosby, as was the case Tuesday. But the Penguins were the more desperate team, played with more desire, and although the Flyers outshot them and controlled possession for most of the game, 15 minutes of the second period notwithstanding, the Penguins played harder, faster, and forced the Flyers into different mistakes than usual, resulting in a 5-2 Penguins victory, as the two teams played in front of fans for the first time this season in Pittsburgh. The teams are now tied for 4th place in the East Division with 25 points each, but the Flyers still hold the tiebreaker. Tiebreakers don't matter right now though, as the two teams will play again Thursday and Saturday, but whoever wins Thursday will be in front of the other in the standings. And if you are still scratching your head by my statement earlier that the Flyers are the better team on paper, keep in mind that this was only the 5th regulation win for the Penguins in 21 games this season. And conversely, it was only the Flyers' 2nd regulation loss to a team other than the Boston Bruins, and first since the 3rd game of the season. As bad as the Flyers' penalty kill is, the Penguins are even worse. They were allowing at least one power play goal against in every game this season before shutting out the Flyers Tuesday. The Penguins' goalies have been mostly atrocious, too. Tristan Jarry, who got the win Tuesday, and Casey DeSmith have combined to be the 5th worst tandem in the NHL, allowing 3.19 goals per game.